We are Latvian research group. My name is Liene. This is Egita, and the third researcher is Līga. And our presentation will consist of two parts. First of all, we would like to show you a video where we hope that you will understand some insights about this project, about our team, about the main results of our research. And in the second part, we are going to tell you about the best practice in Vidzema region, how they try to promote youth employment. So
let's start with the video.
We are three volunteer youngsters from Valmiera Region Community Foundation, Līga, Liene and Egita. Project was carried out in Latvia, Vidzema region, what includes 26 municipalities. During this time of period, we used several research methods. We analyzed policy planning documents, did questionnaire and interviews with young people, profit, public and non-profit sector representatives. We found 3 examples of best practice. Research was good experience for us. It was not only work, it was opportunity to travel through Vidzema and gain new impressions.
we met interesting and inspiring persons. Also, we gained knowledge and found new friends. And now we proudly present main results of our research.
In survey participated 666 respondents, age 16 to 25. Biggest part of all respondents, 80%, thinks that possible reason for youth unemployment is that companies and institutions do not employ young people with no experience. Most often, friends and relatives helps people to find a job. Also, it is common practice that employer personally offers jobs for persons who are professional. A lot of people found job by sending CV. We asked for unemployed persons what are the reasons for youth unemployment. Most popular answers were: there are not enough jobs, I do not have experience, there are jobs but competition is high. Also, common view is that public sector should come up with solutions on how to decrease youth unemployment.
Hey, do you know what is the best practice on combating youth unemployment?
60% of respondents thinks that active business sector and education to train young people for specific jobs are the best solution. Also, it is necessary to make labor market more youth-friendlier. Also, it is necessary to create more internship programs in local and national authorities.
We also made 25 interviews with employed and unemployed young people, profit, public and non-profit sector representatives.
In interviews, we found out that main reason for youth unemployment are lack of motivation to work, lack of work experience and weak social skills. Experience of employers shows that there is part of young people who even don't know how to write a good CV. Cooperation between schools and employers is seen as a way how to provide schoolers with experience. Employers see this as a way how to recruit best potential workers. Internship gives practical job experience and possibility to understand if chosen profession is right. There is no united view about quality of education and compliance to need of labor market. It depends on school, education programs and students' motivation to learn. Young people need to be persevere, creative, shameless, and he can't stop when faced with some difficulties. Employers want employees who are independent, accurate, and responsive.
So right now we are going to focus on the best practice, what we found out in the region. And we chose today tell you about the Madona municipality. You can see there, it's the green one. And there is approximately 27,000 inhabitants. So why we choose to tell you about this case is because we see this as a good example how local governments cooperates with other stakeholders to promote youth employment. And one thing that one activity actually what the Madona municipality do is that they offer job possibility at local companies for the students in summer holidays. And actually, my first experience job also was, okay, it was very long ago, but it also was in this kind of job. But when I participated in this kind of job, my municipality offered for students only the work who is related with, you know, like some landscaping works or street cleaning. But Madona is a unique practice because they offer young people go in local companies where they can, if they are going to local companies, they can learn some practical job skills. And this is maybe the thing that I couldn't learn in my municipality by cleaning streets, you know. And yeah, this is the good example what we see. And yeah. And here you can see the girl. She is Zuna. She participated in this this summer job in Madona municipality this year, and she worked in a bank, and her job was consult bank visitors, and she sees this job as a good experience how to consult and work with people, and also she says that she got good knowledge about banking system. So.
And the second good practice of Madona is competition of business ideas for the youngsters, where the greatest award was the business incubator services for 3 months for free, and other awards you can see in the poster. This is the poster. For the third place, it is a camera. The second place, it is a planchette computer, and for the first place, it is a portable computer. Also, we have interviews with main organizer Romāns, and the first place, the boy who takes the first place, Dāvis, he's 80 years old, and he's studying in a high school. He have started his business in IT services. He's making homepages and stuff like that for other companies. And we would like to show a little piece of a video for the second place keepers. This is very unique thing. It is a pillow with a three parts. It's a shape of a moon, and they created, they own it, and they have and you can change the shape of it. It is for sleeping in the bus or in the car, so it is really comfortable for this kind of sleeping. And yeah, and the next good, really, I think, great thing is a portal Prax LV. It is working in all Latvia. This is a place where meets businessmen and the youngsters. The youngsters can find a job there and can find a place for a practice. There are many announcements, and there can learn how to write correct CV and how to write letter of application. So this is, yeah. And in the July this year, they made a computer game. It's called Virtual Practice. And this virtual practice is two parts. The first part, you can read about the profession you're really interested in, what things that person do in this everyday life. And in the second part, it is like a quiz. There are questions for answers, and you have to answer correctly. The companies who's making this quiz, they're really interested in to employ the young people. And they are local and national companies, more than 100, and they are from different kind of spheres. For example, you can choose to be project manager, waiter, I don't know, designer. For example, I have filled the quiz for a photographer and for a counter. I think that wasn't very hard actually, but if you fill all this quiz correctly, then you can have a choice to fill your data to this company, and there are many examples when the really youngsters can get this job this way. So I think it's quite cool when you're just playing a computer game and you get a job. Yeah, and in the end, I would like to say about that during the research, we find out that youngsters have lack of skills, have lack of sometimes motivation, but I think we need to concentrate to the good things that the youngsters have. For example, creativity or energy. And like we see in this picture, the diamonds are so close, but it's very, very important to be persevere. And the most important thing is just don't give up. Thank you.
Maybe you have some questions for us? Or maybe not.
Any questions? Hey, did you have your coffee in the morning?
Okay.
One question.
Thank you very much for very interesting presentation. I'm really impressed, and wanted to ask you, what was the most challenging in your task?
The interviews.
It looks so professional, but I'm wondering what was the most difficult?
In all the research?
In all the research.
Okay. Yeah. I think first step back was that when we were supposed to get the survey from answers from 100 people who are unemployed, 100 people who are employed, and 100 people who are studying. It was a challenge to get surveys from people who are unemployed. It really was. So we also went to State Employment Agency, especially for get the answers from them, because they didn't. I just don't know why, but we couldn't find them. Maybe it's because in our friends and relatives or contacts network. Maybe it's because that we don't have so much the persons who are employed. We have many who study, but the persons who are employed, not so much. So maybe this is the one of